Hello, my name is Tamiko Thomas, and I'm going to tell you some of the benefits of having good credit. So, imagine purchasing something cash price for residual income, something that can bring you in more money. But if the banks have anything to do with it, if you got to go to a lender to pull the equity out of your investment, guess what? If your credit score ain't where it needs to be, they're not lending you the money. Some places you have to have like a certain credit range to even be considered for anything to pre-qualify. So yeah, I'm at the point to where now I don't want to be told no. I can't have anything that I done spent my money on and invested to invest in. So later when things come up, if I need money, I can be my own bank and pull from my own assets. So in order to do that, you got to have decent credit. So I chose this topic because, like many of us, I experienced times when my credit made things harder than they needed to be. Once I began taking credit seriously, I realized how many opportunities have been I have been missing out. A lot. Whether you're buying a home, renting an apartment, getting a car, applying for utilities, or even landing certain jobs, credit plays a major role. Good credit doesn't just affect big purchases, it affects everyday life. Today, I'll explain what credit is and why it matters, the major benefits of having good credit, practical steps you can take to improve your credit. Okay, credit is essentially a financial reputation. Just like I tell my kids, the world don't know who you are. So the only way they can judge you is based off of your credit, your character. Your credit speaks to your character and how you handle things. Um, are you a responsible person? Can we trust you? Are you a man or woman of your word? It's your credibility, pretty much. So it tells lenders how trustworthy you are when borrowing money. Your credit score is based on factors such as payment history, credit utilization, length of credit history, and types of credit you have. Whether your credit is strong, you are seen as a low risk borrower. When your credit score is poor, lenders view you as a financial risk. Come on, let's who gonna lend somebody money and there's a 95% chance they ain't gonna pay it back? Or you got some people that will lend it to you just to get that interest because the lower your score, the higher your interest rate is. So we'll talk about that later too. So because lenders are in the business of minimizing risk, they reward good credit with lower interest rates, easier approvals, and better financial opportunities. Now that we understand why credit matters, let's look at the specific benefits of having good credit. The main one, lower interest rates. This one of the biggest advantages of good credit. Lower interest rates mean you pay less over time out of pocket, your monthly payment. For example, two people may buy the same $25,000 car, but the person with good credit may pay 400, less than a person with poor credit may pay about 550 to $600. Over time, that's thousands of dollars saved simply because their credit score was higher. But it ain't too late though. If you work on your credit and make those car payments on time, you can refinance for a lower interest rate. And usually, if you have Credit Karma, they'll track your auto loans and let you know, hey, you can pre approve for a refi on your car. because we see that you can save money with a lower interest rate. That's what I like about Credit Karma, because they constantly sending you notifications and information that can help you better your credit. So, uh, easier and faster loans approval. Good credit often removes barriers. Instead of needing extra documentation, co-signers, or higher down payments, you can be approved more quickly with less hassle. This applies to car loans, mortgages, and even many business loans for our entrepreneurs. Because I know with Navy Federal, they, even though you may have an EIN, they still go by your personal credit. So that's their ledger. So if you mess up that business, your personal gonna affect it. So just be careful, because I know some people try to go through their business and get what they want for their personal use, but all banks don't separate them like that. Navy Federal is one of them that don't. um Better insurance rates, that's a big one. The insurance rates, insurance companies often check credit to determine risk. The better credit score can lead to lower premiums on auto or home insurance. This is one benefit many people aren't aware, but it makes a noticeable financial difference. Because like I tell you, like I said before, the world don't know who you are. They only know you by your credibility, which is your credit. So they're learning who you are. Are you a financial risk? Are you going to be somebody that we're going to have to pay out claims on all the time if you're responsible? So, so more housing opportunities. Landlords commonly check credit to see if you're likely to pay on time. With good credit, you're more likely to get approved for apartments, pay lower security deposits, qualify for better housing options, and no deposits for your utilities. Remember that. Having poor credit can limit your choices or cause landlords to require higher deposits. Access to higher credit limits. When you demonstrate responsible credit use, lenders trust you with higher limits, higher credit limits, improve your credit utilization ratio, which can raise your score even more. It can also lower utility deposits. I just said that. Electricity, gas, water, and even cell phone providers often check credit. It's too much going on in the world for people not to double check your credibility. And the only way they can get into your personal to see how you are as a character, as a person, is your credit history, your credibility. Some people call it street credit. Hey, we call it Uncle Sam credit, U.S. credit, the weight of the world credit. However you want to apply it. But everybody always got to fact check to see if you this person who you say you are. If I lend you $5, are you going to give it back? But anywho, but financial peace of mind. Good credit can also provide you with peace of mind. This might be the most valuable benefit of all. Good credit gives you the ability to handle emergencies, borrow responsibly, and plan for your future without unnecessary stress. Yes, this is so true. Um, so we talked about why good credit is valuable. Now let's discuss how you can build and maintain strong credit. Always pay your bills on time. Just like I tell my children, I said, if you don't do anything, pay your mortgage, pay your credit cards, because your credit card is a gift that's going to keep giving. And your roof is going to supply a shelter over your head. Those are the main two things. And then whatever you got left in your paycheck, pay them credit cards. Anything that's reporting to those credit bureaus, pay it. because most of the time, if you got credit cards, you got cash advances, you got this and you got that. Every 2 weeks, pay those, pay your credit cards before the closing dates on there, before it reports to the credit bureaus. So keep credit card balances low. If you got a $3,000 credit limit, don't spend over 300. Keep it below 10%. Some say 20. I'm safe with 10, or I'm safe with what I know I can afford to pay back by next pay cycle in 2 weeks. That's being responsible, and it's showing that you have limits. I don't ever spend over no more than I can pay back next paycheck. Review your credit report regularly. Only thing supposed to be on your credit report, especially with your demographic stuff, just your name and your current address only, and your current employer only. If you got all of your addresses on it that you ever lived in, you need to have them taken off, because the credit bureaus sell your information. This is why you get pre-approvals in the mail. So if you don't have that removed, you can get notices going to all these other different addresses you lived at, which making you more vulnerable to getting your stuff taken or your identity stolen. So you're only supposed to have one address, one name, one employer, one date of birth. Okay. Avoid opening too many accounts at once. Each credit inquiry can temporarily lower your score. Open new accounts only when necessary. Keep old accounts open. Oh my God. Length of credit history matters, because it kind of shows them how long you done had this credit, how long you've been paying your bills on time. It shows longevity, and it shows that, okay, we see that you're seriously responsible. We can trust you. Okay. Consider a secured credit card or credit builder loans. If you're starting from scratch to rebuilding, these tools help establish payment safely and effectively. And this is so true. I started my middle son off with a Navy secured, unsecured Visa card. I think we had to put in 250. And with Navy, they gradually bump you up. I think they bump you up maybe twice. And then after that, if you showed that you was responsible and paying it on time, they gave you a traditional credit card, and then they gave you $1,000 increase. So build healthy financial habits. Credit reflects your overall financial behavior. Budgeting, saving, and responsible spending will all positively impact your score over time. Now that we've explored what credit is, the benefit of good credit, and steps to improve it, let's bring everything together. Good credit is more than just a number. It's a powerful financial tool. It affects the cost of major purchases, the jobs you can get, the homes you qualify for, and even the opportunities available to your family. By understanding how credit works and taking simple, consistent steps to manage it, you open the door to lower cost, more freedom, and greater financial stability. I encourage everyone listening today to start taking small steps. Check your credit report, make a budget, or reduce one balance. Building a good credit doesn't happen overnight. It does not. But every positive action moves you closer to financial confidence and independence. And that is so true. My motto is inch by inch, anything's a cinch. So this concludes my speech on the benefits of having good credit. I hope that this can help somebody, because I really had to buckle down, and it took me about a year. When I started cleaning up my credit, which was about a year ago, I was at like a 400. Yeah. And since then, my score has gone up to at least about a 150, 150 points since then. And if you have a lot of credit cards, just pay them down. Every month, your score will go up from those little small efforts because you're decreasing your utilization. So, y'all have a good night. Thank you.